Who developed the theory of evolution by natural selection? Gregor Mendel, Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin. The correct answer is Charles Darwin. Here's something cool. Charles Darwin published his theory On the Origin of Species in 1859 after 20 years of research. His voyage on HMS Beagle was key to developing his ideas. What is evolution? The study of fossils. The gradual change in the characteristics of a species over many generations. The classification of living things. The correct answer is the gradual change in the characteristics of a species over many generations. Here's an interesting fact: evolution happens slowly over thousands or millions of years. It explains the diversity of life on Earth and how all living things are related through common ancestors. What is natural selection? Humans choosing which animals breed. When organisms best suited to their environment survive and pass on their traits. When organisms choose where to live. The correct answer is when organisms best suited to their environment survive and pass on their traits. Here's a nugget of wisdom: natural selection drives evolution. If a trait helps survival, it is more likely to be passed on. Over generations, this can cause a population to change significantly. What is an adaptation? A change caused by exercise. A feature that helps an organism survive and reproduce in its habitat. A type of fossil record. The correct answer is a feature that helps an organism survive and reproduce in its habitat. Knowledge boost: adaptations can be physical like a camel's hump or behavioral like a bird's migration. They develop gradually over many generations through natural selection. What are fossils? Types of living microorganism. Preserved remains or traces of organisms from the past found in rock. Tiny seeds preserved in soil. The correct answer is preserved remains or traces of organisms from the past found in rock. A quick fact for you: fossils form when remains are buried under sediment and slowly replaced by minerals over millions of years. They provide evidence that life on Earth has changed over time. What is inherited variation? Differences in organisms caused by their lifestyle. Differences between organisms caused by genes passed from their parents. Differences between entirely separate species. The correct answer is differences between organisms caused by genes passed from their parents. Surprising trivia: eye color, blood group and natural hair color are all inherited variations. They are determined by genes received from both parents and cannot be changed by lifestyle. What is environmental variation? Differences caused by genes. Differences in organisms caused by their surroundings or experiences. Differences between extinct species. The correct answer is differences in organisms caused by their surroundings or experiences. Did you know? Scars, the language you speak and how muscular you are can all be environmental variations. Even identical twins develop some differences due to their different experiences. What are genes? Types of food that affect growth. Small units of DNA that carry instructions for the characteristics of an organism. Types of cells that fight disease. The correct answer is small units of DNA that carry instructions for the characteristics of an organism. Impress your friends with this fact: genes are found inside the nucleus of cells on structures called chromosomes. Humans have approximately 20,000 to 25,000 genes that control everything from eye color to how our organs function. On which famous islands did Darwin observe finches that inspired his theory? The Canary Islands, the Faroe Islands, the Galapagos Islands. The correct answer is the Galapagos Islands. Surprising trivia: Darwin noticed that finches on different Galapagos Islands had different beak shapes perfectly suited to the food available on each island. This was a key observation that led to his theory of natural selection. What do we call the young produced by living organisms? Ancestors, offspring, mutations. The correct answer is offspring. Impress your friends with this fact: offspring inherit a combination of traits from both parents. No two offspring from the same parents are identical unless they are identical twins who share exactly the same genetic material. What is extinction? When a species evolves into a new form. When all members of a species have died and the species no longer exists. When a species moves to a new habitat. The correct answer is when all members of a species have died and the species no longer exists. Fun fact: extinction is permanent. Species become extinct due to habitat loss, climate change, disease, hunting, or competition. The dodo and woolly mammoth are famous examples of extinct species. What is selective breeding? The study of genetics in a laboratory. Choosing animals or plants with desirable characteristics to breed together over generations. Animals choosing their own mates in the wild. The correct answer is choosing animals or plants with desirable characteristics to breed together over generations. Here's something cool: humans have used selective breeding for thousands of years to create dogs with specific traits, develop high-yielding crops, and breed cows that produce large amounts of milk. What is a species? Any group of similar-looking organisms. Organisms that share the same habitat. A group that can breed together naturally and produce fertile offspring. The correct answer is a group that can breed together naturally and produce fertile offspring. Here's a nugget of wisdom: horses and donkeys can produce mules, but mules are infertile, so horses and donkeys are different species. Members of the same species share a common gene pool. What does survival of the fittest mean? Only the largest organisms survive. Only the fastest organisms survive. Organisms best suited to their environment are most likely to survive and reproduce. The correct answer is organisms best suited to their environment are most likely to survive and reproduce. Surprising trivia: fittest means most well-adapted, not physically strongest. A moth with perfect camouflage survives better than a bright conspicuous one, even if the bright one is physically larger. What is the name of Charles Darwin's famous book published in 1859? The Origin of Genetics. The Voyage of the Beagle. On the Origin of Species. The correct answer is On the Origin of Species. A quick fact for you, On the Origin of Species is one of the most important scientific books ever written. Darwin delayed publishing for nearly 20 years fearing the controversy his ideas about evolution would cause. What is an example of an inherited characteristic? A scar from an injury. A suntan from the summer. Natural eye color. The correct answer is natural eye color. Let's learn something new. Inherited characteristics are determined by genes from your parents. Eye color, blood type, and natural hair color are all inherited. They are present from birth and cannot be changed by lifestyle. What is an example of an environmental characteristic? Your blood group. Your natural hair color. A scar from surgery. The correct answer is a scar from surgery. Surprising trivia: environmental characteristics develop during your lifetime because of your experiences or surroundings. They are not encoded in your genes and cannot be passed on to your children. What molecule carries all the genetic information in living things? RNA, ATP, DNA. The correct answer is DNA. Fun fact: DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. It is found in the nucleus of almost every cell and contains the complete set of instructions needed to build and run an organism. It is shaped like a twisted ladder called a double helix. How long ago did the dinosaurs become extinct? About 6 million years ago. About 66 million years ago. About 6 billion years ago. The correct answer is about 66 million years ago. Here's a nugget of wisdom: dinosaurs went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period about 66 million years ago. Scientists believe a large asteroid impact combined with volcanic eruptions caused catastrophic climate change. What is a mutation? A change in the genetic material of an organism. A type of fossil. An inherited characteristic that skips generations. The correct answer is a change in the genetic material of an organism. Here's a nugget of wisdom: mutations are random changes to DNA. Most are harmless or even neutral. Occasionally a mutation gives an organism a survival advantage and may spread through the population through natural selection. Why did dark-peppered moths survive better during the Industrial Revolution? They were faster than lighter moths. They were better camouflaged against soot-blackened tree bark. They were larger and stronger. The correct answer is, they were better camouflaged against soot-blackened tree bark. Here's a nugget of wisdom: before industrialization, light moths blended into pale tree bark. As bark darkened with soot, dark moths became better camouflaged while light ones were easily spotted and eaten by birds. This is a classic example of natural selection in action. What is the scientific study of genes, heredity, and genetic variation called? Evolution. Taxonomy. Genetics. The correct answer is genetics. Impress your friends with this fact: genetics is the branch of biology that studies how traits are passed from parents to offspring. Gregor Mendel is known as the father of genetics for his work with pea plants in the 1860s. How does fossil evidence support the theory of evolution? Fossils show all species have always been the same. Fossils show a progression of life forms changing over time. Fossils prove that no species has ever gone extinct. The correct answer is, fossils show a progression of life forms changing over time. Knowledge boost. The fossil record shows organisms becoming more complex over geological time. Horse fossils, for example, show gradual changes from small multi-toed ancestors to modern single-hoofed horses over millions of years. What is the relationship between parents and offspring regarding characteristics? Offspring are completely different from both parents. Only the father passes on characteristics. Offspring inherit a mix of characteristics from both parents. The correct answer is, offspring inherit a mix of characteristics from both parents. Here's an interesting fact. Each parent contributes half their genetic information to each offspring. This is why children often resemble both parents but are not identical to either. The particular combination received is unique to each child. How does adaptation relate to natural selection? They are unrelated processes. Adaptation is the same thing as natural selection. Natural selection causes well-adapted individuals to reproduce more, leading to adaptation spreading through a population. The correct answer is, natural selection causes well-adapted individuals to reproduce more, leading to adaptation spreading through a population. Let's learn something new. When a useful trait arises, individuals with it survive and reproduce more than those without it. Over generations, the trait becomes more common in the population. This is how species gradually become better adapted to their environments. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.